Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm Mason Bowers.
And I'm Bella Linners.
On today's episode of CHS TV, we have a story on Jacob, a volleyball player here at CHS.
That's right, Mason. Tosh is also on DeGero, giving us a wildfire update, and Sophia's on the Magic Window to talk about a new movie.
That's right, Bella, so sit back and relax because CHS TV starts right now. Welcome back, Carlsbad. To start off our show, we have a piece on Jacob, a volleyball player here at Carlsbad. Rowan brings us this piece.
My name is Jacob Churro. I'm a sophomore at Carlsbad High School, and I play volleyball. So I originally started volleyball mainly because I had no other sports. I was doing track, and then I stopped after 8th grade. In the middle of 8th grade, I just picked it up, and I went with it, and I started doing really well.
After beginning this new sport, Jacob began to find certain parts that stood out.
So my favorite thing about playing volleyball is probably hitting it, because when you hit the ball really hard and you just destroy the other team, it's just really nice and really fun.
When challenges appear, Jacob decides to take a step forward to get ahead of his opponents.
So when COVID first hit, my club had an off season, and I started training really hard, working on my vertical, jumping rope, and just trying to get better and get ahead of everyone else.
Because of all of his training during the off season, Jacob has certain advantages over others.
We practice every week, and it's always really challenging. We work better every single day, and I think I have more experience than a lot of people just because I'm the only returning sophomore on the JV team.
After playing JV for 2 years now, Jacob hopes to reach the next level.
So some of my goals in the future are making varsity next 2 years, and then after that, maybe getting a scholarship to go to college, which would be really cool for volleyball.
There's no doubt that with hard work and perseverance, Jacob's goals can be achieved. For CHS TV, with Rowan Boyd, I'm Micah Carlson.
For that piece, families and students enrolled at CHS can register for the 2021 PSAT/NMSQT exam to be administered on Saturday, October 16th. The deadline to register is September 10th. See the link to flyer on School Loop.
For our first break in the announcements, we have Tosh reporting via Lightcraft to update us on wildfires. Tosh?
What's up, Carlsbad? I'm Tosh Carr, and I'm here to tell you guys a bit about the fire season that has been going on. Now, so far, there have been 8 major wildfires that have been burning out of control. To start off, the Dixie Fire has burned nearly 1 million acres. Now, to put that into perspective, our city of Carlsbad is just about 25,000 acres big. That means that the Dixie Fire has burned 40 times the size of our city. And this fire, unfortunately, is only 57% controlled. The Cawdor Fire has burnt 220,000 acres, and this fire is only 44% controlled. Now, these fires have caused about 3,000 structures to be destroyed, and over 7,000 fire incidents have occurred so far. Of course, this is devastating news, and this does mean that the fire season will be extended throughout the month of September. Anchors, back to you.
Thanks, Tosh. Congratulations to Lily Nolte for being voted as freshman class president and Marley Kozik as freshman class vice president. Retro shirts are now available in the student store. Get yours before they sell out.
Need community service hours? Help out this season in the football concession stand during home games on Thursdays and Fridays. See School Loop for the link to sign up. For our next break in the announcements, we have Zuzu live in the studio with theater to talk about auditions. Zuzu.
Good morning, Carlsbad. I'm here with Giovanna and Chloe, who are part of our theater club, and there's a play coming up. So, Chloe, can you tell me what this play is going to be about?
Yeah, so basically this play is kind of a Southern-style sitcom about this family that's trying to tear each other apart over dinner.
It's very interesting. And Giovanna, can you tell me when and where these auditions are going to be held?
The auditions are today from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., and they're in room 502.
All right, thank you. And what experience level is required to audition?
Yeah, so you actually do not have to have any experience in theater. You do not have to be enrolled in any of the theater classes. Anyone can show up.
All right. And anything else to add?
Yes, if you have any questions, you can come to either myself or Chloe at 4 p.m. in room 5002.
All right, Carlsbad, make sure to show up, room 5002 after school if you're interested in auditioning. Isabella, back to you.
Carlsbad High has a writing lab open every morning from 7:25 to 8:25 in room 3211. All students are welcome. Appointment is needed. Mrs. Britton can help you with essays, research reports, slides, presentations, posters, and more. Feel free to come in if you just want to read or work on assignments. That's every morning during zero period in room 3211. Calling all actors and actresses. Auditions for our fall play, The Red Velvet Cupcake War, are today, September 7th, after school starting at 4. See Mrs. Kokal in room 5002 for an audition appointment time, or just show up. Callbacks will be the following Wednesday.
Thanks, Bella. Make sure you all go audition today because it's the last day. For our next break in the announcements, we are sending it out to Max, live on DeGero, to tell us about the COVID testing center right here on campus. Max.
Carlsbad. I'm Max Harris. Now, as you can see behind me, I'm on the on-campus COVID testing site. So usually it's manned before and after school, Monday through Friday. So if you're ever feeling sick or nauseous, you could get a COVID test right here on campus. You don't have to drive anywhere. We'll give you your results back too. And also, if you're looking to get vaccinated, there's also a vaccination site on campus, so you could get vaccinated. And just remember, if you're ever feeling unwell and think you might have COVID, you could get your test right here and you could find out. And I'll send it back to Mason at the desk.
Thank you, Max. Now we have Michael live with GSA Club in the studio. Michael?
What's up, Carlsbad? I'm Michael Basista, and I'm here live with Jackson and Yesenia from the GSA Club. So Jackson, can you tell us a little bit about what happens during your meetings?
Yeah, so basically when you come to the meetings, we'll provide kind of like a space for queer students and their allies to come if they don't have a really safe environment at the home. You can come make friends and hang out. And also soon we'll be starting little mini lessons on queer history that you may not have heard in your own classrooms.
That's great. And when do these meetings take place?
These meetings take place on Tuesdays at lunch.
Awesome. So Yesenia, if anybody's looking to join this club, how would they go about doing that?
You could stop by at room 6101 at lunch this Tuesday and every Tuesday after. And yeah, hope to see you there.
That's great. Remember, Carlsbad, if you're looking to join, head on down to room 6101, and I'm going to send it back to the desk.
Thank you, Michael. Now we have Sophia on the magic window to talk about the new Shang-Chi movie that's out. Sophia, what do you have for us?
Good morning, Carlsbad. Today I'm going to talk about Marvel's latest movie, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This movie is filled with famous faces. First, we have Ronnie Chang, a famous comedian and actor who's had multiple Netflix specials throughout his career. We also have Awkwafina, whose voice you might recognize from her role in Raya and the Last Dragon. And we also have Benedict Wong, who's been in the Marvel franchise for actually quite some time. You probably recognize him from his role in Doctor Strange, though. And lastly, but not leastly, you see Ben Kingsley. You might recognize his face because he's been in so many movies throughout his career in so many genres. This movie seems to be pretty good because it's made $90 million this past weekend. And like other movies, I suspect that it's going to make Marvel even more millions in the coming weeks. I personally am so excited to see this movie. And yes, I do realize I'm wearing a DC shirt. Now I'll send it back to the anchors.
Thank you, Sophia, for that info. It'll be fun to watch over this week.
Definitely. That movie looked amazing. I haven't gotten the chance to go check it out yet, but I'm certainly looking forward to it. Also, Lancers, remember, come out this Friday. The game theme is retro, really big game. Obviously, the intensity's been great at the past ones.
I'm excited to see how it will play out this week.
I hope to see you all there.